Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Anita Inspires podcast. Today, I'm going to be talking about don't be afraid to dream. So, growing up with migrant parents, I was never asked, what do I want to be when I grow up? You see, they were too busy working, sometimes two jobs, to try to pay the bills and provide for our family. Survival came first, and dreaming of things was usually something that you did on your pastime, maybe when you were sleeping. Dreaming was not, let me say this, on my family's to-do list. Let's be honest. No one knows what they want to do when they come out of high school. Yeah, some want to be doctors, lawyers, and things like that. And they know they have that track, they have that mentality. But others, they probably will go to a trade school or they'll take a gap year and go on an adventure through Europe and find themselves. Unfortunately, that was not the case for most of us. Then there are these people who get a spark just by walking down the street, the rain, a TV show, a song, something that sparks something within them. That's how dreams start. I'm the type of person that if I have an idea and I get very excited, I want to share it. But then when I do share it, I get the negative feedback. And that stops me from ever doing it again because they always tell you all the reasons why not. Oh, that's too expensive. Oh, that's not going to work. You're going to lose money. I mean, the list goes on and on. People can dream crush your ideas without even realizing they're doing it. One day while scrolling through YouTube, I found a video of someone named Vision. He is the founder of Mind Valley, and he had this crazy idea since he was meditating the Silva method, which you can research yourself how this one woman used it to win a lot of stuff. He started doing that method and he basically visualized himself manifesting whatever it was that he wanted to attain. He visualized himself traveling from Malaysia all the way to the United States for a Taekwondo championship tournament. But guess what? He did get there. But the twist is he never saw himself winning it because he never thought that far ahead. So when you dream, your goal is to manifest that, see it all the way through from point A to point B, not just stop in the middle of it. You have to push yourself to get to that end spot. This is the point that stayed with me. I never forgot what he said because it made so much sense. When you manifest or when you visualize yourself, say, for example, I'm holding this as like a trophy, I'm winning, I'm on stage for the book that I just wrote. I'm accepting that award. I'm visualizing myself going to that award show, to going to get my award and actually winning it. Not just, oh, look, I just wrote this down in this book and I put it out to the world and it's it. You know, visualize yourself. All the points, all the things that you want to attain for yourself, all of those goals. Have that mindset that you could visualize yourself achieving that. So the other day, I was scrolling through TikTok and I found a video from someone named Dave Fogarty. He put a clip of his graduation where the announcer, the speaker, is saying his name and what he wants to study in the future and how he sees himself being a billionaire in the future in 10 years. Well, the crowd started laughing.
David hopes to study mining engineering at Adelaide Uni, and in 10 years' time, he hopes to be a billionaire.
This is what I always say. I like to keep my things personal, but that's the Scorpio in me. Other people don't. They like to manifest, they like to visualize it, they like to say it. And he did, which is okay. But he went through a whole bunch of issues, just like Vision did, where one business started failing after the other, until finally one clicked. It's that one that propels you from 0 to 180 like this. When you see yourself and your future, you're visualizing it, you're making it happen. You don't want to say it out loud, but he did. And that's okay too. I can manifest. I am going to sell 5,555 copies of my debut novel. I can say that out loud. I can also say that I will be a New York Times bestselling author because I see it, I visualize it, and I'm manifesting it, but I'm also putting in the work in order to get it. If you love to read, then the name Abby Jimenez probably rings a bell for most of you. But she is a New York Times bestselling author of romance stories. And this story really had me laughing because she recorded herself, like seeing someone carrying her book in the airport, and she ran after them and she just had to like thank them for buying her book, which I aspire to do that also one day because when you dream, you have to visualize that you're holding that book, that you're visualizing seeing someone in the same airport as you or in the grocery store, or even while you're getting your hair done, just reading your book. It's the best feeling ever. So, yes, I will be following you if I see you reading one of my books, because that's the greatest acknowledgement as an author, as well as getting reviews, knowing that you enjoyed the book and that you spent your hard earned money to read it. Oh, and like I said, this podcast is about don't be afraid to dream. Well, I've had a dream for probably like 3 years now, where I had a dream of this book. And little by little, I started writing it. Now, I've had imposter syndrome, and if you don't know what that is, it's kind of like you thinking that you know how to write as an author. And let me tell you, it's a struggle because you think you know, but you don't. There's a lot of structure that goes along with it, but I'm going to tell you, if you put your mind to it, you can do anything. And I have. And I'm so happy to announce that right here, you're going to see my new book. It's coming out next month, and I am at a loss for words because I'm so excited. And you can pre-order it as well. I'm going to leave all of the details below, and you can find it on Amazon right now. It is a cross between The Good Witch meets Practical Magic with a little twist of a fourth wall element. And what that is think of Ferris Bueller's Day Off, where Ferris talks to the camera, but it's a female. Clarissa explains it all, where she used to stop and also do the same thing. And I call her Emma and my Emma moments. But I'm going to leave all of that below. You can find the information now if you search right now for my name. And I'm so excited for all the new things that are coming out. So that's a little secret that I've been keeping. Can't wait for you to read it and follow your dreams. Don't be afraid to follow your dreams. Even if they're this small, keep it within your heart. You don't have to tell anyone, just work towards that goal because one day you're going to be holding that award, like I just said, just like me. I'm going to be holding it. I'm going to be manifesting, selling more than 5,555 copies of this book. I will be a New York Times bestselling author, USA Today bestselling author, Indie Bound bestselling author, because I'm visualizing it and I'm calling it to be. And you can too. If you've enjoyed this podcast, then subscribe to Anita Inspires on all streaming platforms, as well as here on YouTube under Anita Inspires. But not only that, follow me as well. I'm on Substack, and you can find out all the behind the scenes how I wrote this new book on author anitafontaboa.substack.com and anitainspires.substack.com. Thank you so much. I'll catch you later.